Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Alright. Should be live now. I figured I would increase some of the quality bits of my stream. Hi honey, do you like it? Do you like the flames? Look at the flames! Look at the flames! She said, my wife just said, oh, very nice. Look at the flames. Yeah, so I figured I would increase some of the quality stuff. Because it was getting kind of plain and boring, just looking at a dark screen. Obviously, I wanted to put myself on that sofa behind me in that image over there, but the problem is my dirty secret is I don't have legs. I'm a legless, not Legolas. Actually, that's kind of funny, dude. They should have made Legolas have like no legs. It'd be so funny. But yeah, I figured it'd be better to upgrade things because I took a look at my VODs and honestly my stream looks so... It's oftentimes I just go from like a blank screen to something to a blank screen. And you'd have no idea what you're looking at like first glance. Like you would join the stream and you'd be like, what the hell is going on? What's actually going to like happen? I also figured some background noise while I talk would be kind of helpful too. In cases where it's like dead space. So you don't just hear like monotonous droning of my voice the entire time. So, today we're going to play some Dredge. Something that... It's a game that I started before and I really, really like. Something very peaceful and calming about it, and also kind of very strange about it. And I was actually sort of tangentially related. It's an indie game that I really like, and in general I found indie games to be sort of my jam. I play a lot of indie games, and in general I was looking at a bunch of games that I'm probably going to play as well and record some videos of. I swear the main channel is going to get an upload eventually. It just takes time to edit. It's going to happen. And it got me thinking of like why I prefer indie games so much compared to the AAA stuff. Like if you think about what's coming out soon, that's AAA, you got Diablo 4, which looks... okay, feels kind of boring to play. You have all the popular shooting games and stuff like that, and like none of them are really like very, very enticing. It's all the indie stuff that's really fun, and I realize that's because a lot of the indie games, it's done by people who have like full creative control, effectively. Even something like Slime Rancher, which I really liked, and I'll probably play the second game on stream eventually, because I've been thinking about it a lot too. One such indie game, actually. Let's see if this works. Is a game called... What in the world is this? Let's see. No access. Oh, I guess that's not the way to do it. Wait, sorry. Again, I'm still trying to figure out this, like, new setup here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. There we go. Sorry. Still trying to set up this new setup. But I found an interesting article that's very much related to indie games. It's about a series of games. It's a very strange series of games, I'm going to be honest. It is the Nancy Drew series of games. And it was such a weird thing to read because it just kind of popped up on my radar out of nowhere. So, it's a set of mystery games whereby you play as Nancy Drew, the titular character, and she goes ahead and she tries to figure out what's happening. I was looking for a bunch of mystery story games because I really like that sort of genre. I like playing mystery story games a lot. They're very, very fun, and almost always they're worth it and they're very enticing. depending on how good the story is, you don't necessarily need really good mechanics, but some of them have really good mechanics. If I think about one that I played recently, was Orwell. The Orwell was a masterpiece. You can check out the VODs again on my VOD channel. I'm gonna upload to the main channel eventually. I just need to cut down a lot of the content. And I found the Nancy Drew games, and the first like 23, because this, for some reason they release like 2 every year. The first 23 had like amazing ratings, very positive. The latest one bombed. It was like 5 out of 10 or something. It was like awful. And I was trying to figure out why, you know, like what like happened, right? Because it's very rare for a game series to sort of like drop off like that. And it's because again, if you have a game series that long, it means that you've got a very, very dedicated fan base for it. And then I found an article. Sorry, just trying to scroll down so you can find the quote. Let's see if I can find the quote. Gosh, if I can find the quotes. Here we go. This is the quote. It is by far the most incomprehensible thing I've ever read in my life. And it goes to show just how bad it is. I found this Kotaku article called The Case of the Disappearing Nancy Drew Games. And it was just kind of like a cursory look. It was one of the first top hits when I searched up like Nancy Drew, bad ratings, why, right? And this quote, I think, solidifies exactly what the problem is. But this is from the marketing person, okay? Their head of marketing or something. When asked about this transition from their previous CEO to their new CEO, why so many things were changing in the company and why they let go more than half of the company, or half or more than half, something like that. It was like 20 people let go, which again, that's a death sentence. You get rid of 20 people for your company, it's basically done. And Milliken's lack of expertise in game development, because again, the new CEO is purely in the marketing field. Her interactors, Nguyen defended his company's boss. And again, what he says is full of words, but no meaning. Penny is the CEO, he said. She's not running cold for us. Penny sets the direction and strategy for the company, and she does a great job of that. Thinking that you need a CEO who understands every nuance of Unity. It's a game engine, it's a 3D game engine. They were using an in-house engine before, is what I got from this article. And so they were struggling to sort of adapt to the new markets and bringing things to new platforms. It's just incorrect. Penny has a long and illustrious career in the entertainment industry, which stops at Disney, amongst others. She's got an incredible track record of success. To think that she needs to understand every facet of the game development process is, I think, flawed. Like any good leader, she sets the strategy and then lets people who understand the program well, understand game development well, go for it. He said the same thing in like 2 paragraphs worth of sentences over and over and over. And that to me is very, very damning. That to me is one of the most interesting things I've noticed a lot in the games industry, and also just in any company in general. You have a set of people who know how to do the work, who, if you give them the power to do the work, they will absolutely drive your company forward. Then you have a set of people who have no clue what the hell's going on, make very bad decisions, get rid of the people who should be doing the work, and then go turn around and say, well, you know, it's fine, it's whatever, it's just, you know, I know what I'm doing, trust them, believe us. And it was very sad because I was really hoping for a good mystery game. Nancy Drew looked great, but I fear starting a new mystery series if the later titles are going to be bad. However, found Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is going well. Apparently Sherlock Holmes is going so well that they're remaking some of their old games. So, I might pick up that and play it on stream as well. Anyways, I just wanted to update you guys on future plans for this stream, future games for the stream. Just before we start Dredge, I also want to show off this little scene that I'm making. Obviously, it's still missing some pieces, like a body from a body. But I figured it was nice to sort of catch up a bit and figure out exactly what was going on. Still editing things on the main channel as well. Videos will come soon. Very soon, actually. Today, you'll also notice that today is a very late stream. 6 p.m. EST. Again, the schedule is accurate to what my stream times are. We had a bit of an oopsie in our sleep schedules, and I live in the twilight zone sometimes. It's literally the sun is like dying where I am. Not dying, the sun is falling. So this is not like a normal time for me, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you become a vampire, sometimes you don't. And that's just how it is.